Good afternoon, social media family. It is Naturally coming to you yet again to talk about perfume and doing a perfume talk. Today, I'm going to talk about some empties that I have accumulated in the last few months. I hope you like my channel. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and each like and comment and subscription just helps me know that you are also on a perfume journey and you are just trying to go along the journey with me. Now, as you see here, I ended up getting a new cut, a new look for the holiday. My niece did some finger coils. If you are in the Houston area, please check out. I'm gonna put her Instagram as well as her TikTok, but her name is April, but she's known as April Styles, and she works out of JC Penney's in First Colony Mall. And yeah, I am just feeling the cut. I am feeling the vibe, and eventually she will get voluminous, but I like the look. So that's what I'm going for today. I will probably, puff it out some more because I have an event to go to on tomorrow. But I'm going to talk about some empties. And oh my goodness, since I've been on my perfume journey, I've shared what fragrances I'm getting myself into, as well as some black owned fragrance houses. I've seen a couple of them just recently. I did purchase one from my trust and reliable um, fragrance house. I've been talking about them for a while. I'm not going to mention them today because that's not the purpose of the video. I am just going to share some empties that I have. So, of course, I put it in this lovely bag right here. Yeah, this was the Nordstrom bag. I kept the bag because, of course, I went to the perfume event at Nordstrom's back in the month of October and had such an amazing time. I decided to keep the bag so I could put my empties in. And so then I was being extra, so I said, well, I didn't want to put them in the bag, but I ended up putting them in a little bag with, of course, yeah, it was Mare, but I did purchase some fragrances from them a while back. I talked about Peony Silk, so I will link that information in regards to the fragrance itself at the end of this video. But today I wanted to talk about, like I said, empties. Yes, it's strangely enough, but I know if you are a content creator, a fragrance content creator, I know a lot of times most people don't talk about empties, but we do have them. So, and I'm just a small content creator myself, but I've noticed I have worn some of my fragrances. When it was down to the last drip, I was using them as a room fragrance. So there is a tip for you, ladies and gents. If you're not crazy about a fragrance, or if you're down to the last corner and you want to just use it all up, use it as a room fragrance spray, and it gives off the same vibe. And you're still making use of your perfumes, you're just fragrancing your room. So that's my tip for you. So of course I wanted to talk about this is from the house of Camille Beckham. This is Midnight Monarch. I wore this a lot during the fall as well as the spring months when I was going into the office regular. This is like a violet iris kind of vibe. It This surprisingly lasts about 4.5 hours on my skin, maybe 5 hours on a good day. And so I have another bottle, but I kept it in my closet, so I'm gonna pull her out soon. But definitely I wore her a lot in the fall as well as the winter. Occasionally I did pull it out in the spring, not so much in the summer because this is definitely like a fall kind of vibe. Especially since my birthday is in September, so I was just feeling myself. So yeah, empty, all gone. So that's one. And then I've talked about this fragrance house. This fragrance house no longer exists. This is Hilltop, and this comes from the house of Wonder Scents. And as you see here, this, I love the packaging. It was nice and cute. Um, Very recyclable, because these products, not the cap, but the packaging that it came out of was very recyclable. They're no longer in business. This business was based here in Houston, Texas. So this was a local perfume house. And the notes, this was definitely a floral, rosy fragrance. I've gotten myself about 5.5 hours when I layer it with other fragrances, but by itself, it lasts about a couple of hours. Now, since then, what I did was I took the corner that I had left and I put it in a decant. So I still have some left, and then once that's gone, that's it. But I had to finish the bottle, but this was a pretty fragrance, and this was local. My next fragrance I have here is Duville. Yeah, it's Duville. And this one is a fresh, floral, sophisticated type. So if you wanted to smell fresh and just sophisticated, I wore this a lot year round, but I wore it pretty heavy around the early fall, all pretty much all of the summer, and a little bit in the winter time. But this was definitely a fresh citrus floral kind of vibe. It lasted on me all day. This does give off very mature. Now, I am a woman over 40, so it did not bother me, but if I wanted to um, lighten it up, I'll just pair it with one of my other fragrances that I have here to lighten it up some. In particular, I think I ended up pairing it a couple of times with, now I didn't layer it up. I layered it pretty heavy when I paired it with 2911, but this is definitely a fresh feeling, more mature than most fragrances, but it gives off a very unique vibe that only a woman of a certain age, not much necessarily a mature woman, but a woman of a certain age, a vibe. And y'all, this fragrance house, I've become to really appreciate and enjoy the availability of purchasing these fragrances either in the store. You can find them at discounted stores such as Ross, not TJ Maxx, Marshalls. Actually, these I found at Ross, and it is from the House of Clean Perfumes. And this was a set. I purchased this a little over a year ago. This one should be clean, skin and vanilla, and this one should be, I think this is citrus. No, it's cotton and magnolia. I couldn't read the print. But this was a set. I bought it like around the holidays. This was a couple of years ago. And y'all, I just finished these fragrances maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And since then, I've picked up like 3 more bottles of this fragrance house. And y'all, it's a clean fragrance house, meaning that they're not using those chemicals and those pesticides and all that stuff that does crazy things to the body, to your skin. And these smelled amazing. Paired together, it lasted me for about 5 or 6 hours. I mainly wore this when I was working from home. I work from home 80% of my time. So pretty much when I'm working from home, this was the combo that oftentimes I just put on and get to my desk and gone about my business and working throughout the day. So this was nice. I paired them both together and then I wore them separate. Yeah, this was lovely. And can't seem to find them now these days. So pretty much I'm gonna have to look online. But yeah, I'm beginning to like this fragrance house. But that's a story I want to say for another day. And so that was 2 that I've done. And then y'all, I I had a subscription to Scentberg. And if you don't know what Scentberg is a fragrance subscription service that you can pick one fragrance or for $16.95 per month. The first month you get it for a discount, so you're pretty much paying $8.50 for the first month. Then afterwards you're paying $16.50 monthly, and you get to choose what fragrance that you want to wear just for that moment. And it comes like in a 10 ml with its own case. So I ended up not doing the subscription anymore because I got the fragrances that I really wanted to try, even though I didn't get the Delinas. I didn't get, now I did get Mind Games, the older ones, but I'm going to kind of see if I can just play around with some other stuff. So this one is Tatiana Terenzi. Sofrito Friento. This baby here, she lasts 8 hours on my skin. And I am going to buy a big bottle of this. I know I wanted to do black fragrances, but y'all, this was one of the first fragrances I wore when I subscribed to Scentberg. And when I got this, I know the girlies used to talk about this a lot about 2 years ago. They're not talking about it as much, but baby, she lasts all day on my skin. I can wear it at home, I can wear it out to work, I can wear it out to events, and she lasts all day. I don't know how many compliments I got off of this, but I never really thought about this fragrance house. I mean, yeah, I've seen some of the newer ones such as Vela, and I know they talked about Carquet and some others, but this one was a winner chicken dinner. So definitely I'm gonna get a big bottle. I don't know when yet, but I'm gonna get me a big bottle. That's on my wish list. And then now one fragrance I had to hurry up and use. I thought I was gonna like Commodity Gold, and that's what this is. I thought I was gonna like it, and then I don't know, for some reason it didn't agree with me. This is a woodsy kind of, it's not really per se floral. This is mainly woodsy. On my skin, mainly it was wood. I can get all the wood notes, like the sandalwood, the gaiac. I didn't get like some of the vibe, the other, like the citrus notes, some of the floral notes. I didn't get that off of this fragrance. So this was a no-go, so I had to use it up. So I mainly used this as a room spray at the very end because I didn't really care for it. So those were two. And then, of course, I just mentioned I had Mind Games. So I did pick up Blockade. I used this one up. I think I used this almost, not quite, but my part-time job, I wore this fragrance quite often. And I know I never really talked about it, but this is from Mind Games. This is Blockade. And y'all, this was a citrus fresh note. It lasted, now because this is Texas and in Houston, baby, the heat ain't no joke. This lasted me about 4 hours on my skin. Now, I know most fragrances can last, depending on the brand, maybe 5 or 6 hours on a good day. This only lasted like 4 hours on my skin, and I was spraying it like crazy. So I had to oftentimes refresh. This was a beauty, but I know with Mind Games, they are expensive as you know what. So this is not something that I can do. Not right now. Not right now. Now, surprisingly, Tatiana Terenzi, this particular fragrance house, I did find discounted for a reasonable price. Now, I'm not going to tell you because, now that I'm going to gatekeep, because when I do get this fragrance, then I'm going to not gatekeep as much. But I'm definitely gatekeeping because I found it less than $200. Yes, ma'am, I did. And I'm planning on buying it. But when I do buy it, I guess I won't gatekeep anymore, and I'll just share another day. Now, last but not least, out of this, now, I did get some fragrances. Now, these I don't know. I think I've gotten them in a couple of gifts. I remember getting this one. I don't know the name of it, y'all. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but I don't know the name. And I got this one. Oh, it's still kicking. There ain't nothing left in here, but I had a friend, per se a customer. He was working in the UAE, and he often comes home, checking on his family, his friends, and he likes to go in the office looking for me. So surprisingly, um, he came one day, maybe this was years ago, and gave me a gift. And I didn't think anything of it. But what he gave me with this fragrance and this fragrance was a beauty. And he purchased them when he was working in the UAE. I don't know the name of these fragrances. And y'all, they were so beautiful. And like the detailing on this is amazing. I have not gotten rid of the bottle because the bottle is so pretty. There's nothing left in here, y'all. But this, man, I used to wear this a lot at church. I used to wear it just by itself, and it lasted me a good 12 hours on my skin. Now, I didn't know the name of it because, trust me, I was looking. But baby, this lasts 12 hours. So, ladies, gents, if y'all know what this is, I'm pretty sure somebody out there may know. If they don't, oh well. But this came from the UAE. That's all I know. He bought it in the UAE or Qatar. One of the two places he bought it at. But he bought these for me and gave it to me as a gift. Yeah. And then last is something from the house of Denali. This was pineapple papaya. My mom gave me this. She wasn't crazy about the scent, so she gave it to me. And oftentimes, I paired this perfume oil with Devo because this did not give me the vibe that I was looking for. I mainly wanted like the pineapple note to come through. And so oftentimes what I would do, I would just use this as the base and then I would top it off with Devo to give it the pineapple feel that I wanted. And of course, y'all see Devo is still around. I'm savoring it because that fragrance house, which is LaFay Luxe, has not come out with any new scents yet. So I'm waiting, patiently waiting. So CEO, founder from LaFay Luxe, if you hear my cry, I'm so ready to pick up another fragrance from you all. Bless me, please. But y'all, yeah, this was not it. The papaya note was like minute in this. I did get a pineapple note primarily, but you couldn't really detect it unless you paired it with another pineapple fragrance. So that is my empties. Y'all, I was surprised that I was able to use the fragrances that I have, and since then I picked up a few more fragrances in my collection. It's very small, but what I do have, I buy with purpose. I wear them with purpose, and I'm just excited, I should say, about where my perfume journey is leading me. Y'all, I'm just kind of impressed with how I was able to clear out as much as I did. So, yeah, y'all check me out on my social media platforms. If you're following me on my wellness journey, I am Naturally Riri on my wellness journey. No, Ms.Naturallyreeree on my wellness journey on that particular social media platform on Instagram, and on my perfume channel, which I just started. It was Naturally Riri. So I like to share pictures of fragrances that I wear and maybe do a video, quick video here or there, and just letting you know what I am wearing for that moment. So yeah, I'm almost at 20 minutes, so that is pretty long for me, but I wanted to kind of share my empties and throw those bottles away because I'm starting yet again on picking up some more fragrances that I'm about to use up. That is my spill for today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Be a blessing in your community, and I'll touch bases with you very soon on another perfume talk. Take care. Bye bye.